Good evening. 3 days removed from Michigan State's opening season victory Friday night over Western Michigan, head coach Jonathan Smith spent much of his 12 noon news conference this afternoon looking ahead. Boston College in Spartan Stadium this Saturday night. Smith did address the high energy level Friday night in the victory over Western. Before and during the game, he also credited his team for playing a fairly clean ball game with limited penalties and turnovers. Boston College beat MSU last season, and the Eagles are coming off a lopsided 66-10 victory over a weak Fordham team. The game can be seen Saturday on Channel 10 at 7:30, and Smith sees some similarities between the two programs.
I like to play big non-conference games. I like that. I like that we're playing at home. Yes, there is some familiarity. We played them last year. I think both staffs have some continuity on staff. So schematics, learning from game one to the second time you're playing them from last year. I think they're the same as us with the coordinator level and things like that. I like it. Big opponent in our place, non-conference. Every game's really important. It's still really early in the season, but we're trying to play really well.
After the on-field celebration Friday night, Smith presented the game ball to his new boss, athletic director Jay Batt, who obviously enjoyed his first game night experience at Spartan Stadium. He's hoping to enjoy his second game night experience just as much this Saturday.